Sad little losers. What do they mean? I'll record. They believe they can take it because they enter your house and take your shit. So the sad little losers keep doing what they do. Huh? It's amazing, isn't it? And I go, like I've said to these sad little losers all the time that intimidate us up the street, my address is this. You don't need to look for it. That's for sad little losers. You get it? Then these sad little losers will go, oh, he wants a death warrant. That comes from a sad little loser. Definitely an asshole one. You know what I mean? Oh, got some more revving around. Hey, this will be hilarious when you play this back. Cameras, you know what I mean? The sad little losers. They want to be on camera. You know those crazy ones? Pretty crazy, eh? They lose everything. And they cry because they had respect for the law. But what happens when they lose that? You become like most people out there. Here are lawyers. Don't talk to the police. Why do they say that, everyone? Must be what I just said. You get it? Definitely the righteous. So that's all the righteous turning against something that's meant to be righteous. Isn't that crazy? Or doesn't give a fuck about it. Does the monk thing to it. So that righteous just fights with what it believes it's an enemy, but they're themselves. You see? That police system and these enemies. And they're worse, that system, in certain countries. One of them is right next to America. That's why they're building a wall. But anyway, good luck out there, as they say. Do what you do. Pull off some dance moves. Make money. Propaganda. Do what you do. Drive ambulances around. I don't give a fuck. Because these people would never have a real debate unless they come in with trickery. They've already done it. They'll be like, oh, okay. You know what you do when they do that? You don't even respond to it anymore. And then they can lock you up, and then you can just be a person. They lock you up, and you go, you want to talk to me? I can give you a real sense and what I am. Then they'll say, oh, they must be doing. And I go, it's just all you. Your system. It's what you do to anything that would rock up to this place, wouldn't you? Because that's what you do. And it's sad. But have a good one, everybody. No one's talking crazy. The only crazy people are the ones that do crazy claims. That's what I say. The one-siders, as these things we speak about all the time. Or they're one side, they like it like that because that's their loophole. And they can say, I'm sorry because I was one-sided. And I go, okay, you're sorry you're a dickhead. You're sorry you were not meant to be, but you were. You're sorry it was your job. You're sorry you're completely useless. That's okay. Now I know I'm better than you. Let's move on. Isn't that how it feels when that happens to your children and that? Actually, this thing makes my name bubble, but what do you reckon? Now, I'm not picking on anyone. They got a whole song about it. Bubble butt. It's your thing. Well, hang on. Use propaganda yourselves, ain't you? That's human. Isn't that crazy? Hey, you think these humans should evolve with anything righteous that it talks about? If there was such a heaven out there? Fuck no. What do you think? I'd think they'll go, let's give it a go, and you'd put them up for experiments. Someone will get jealous, someone want to make money. Oh, who wants to go live in the whorehouse? You know what I mean? You know those ones that reckon that they don't want to do that, but they technically actually live in a big giant one? You know what I mean? You know, nature knows what I mean. I talk about nature. They're the smart asses to me. No matter if it was nature or not, I still speak the gander better than they can when things are around. And you actually can get a story that can be just as logical as their bullshit gander. Hypocritical ways. But you know what they do? They be what they advertise in the universe. And they love sending it out because they want the likes. You know, those people, this thing talks about it. Oh, they want to do all the likes, but you know what they're really getting? They look like an idiot. That's the thing. Let me know in comments. Don't give me a like, give me a thumbs down. All right? Let's make the person who got the most thumbs down. Give me that. You know the signs who gets the most strikes? I want to get the most dislikes. on something that's cool just because you're fucking human. And I hope that helps, she says. You know what I mean? I'm not crazy. I'm just... Call me a comedian, man. Call me funny. I'm not violent physically. I'll say some words, but sticks and stones may break my bones. That's what humans saying that they don't use. So what I use? Take me to your leader. Do you actually like your leader or want to be like your leader, but a long way off collectively? Then at least take me to your leader, you see? And then I can pass a message. That's what the aliens would have to do. Or they might do it through energy waves. What do you reckon? You let me know what's the best way to do it to be safe and smart. Probably through energy waves, wouldn't it? It'd be stupid to try to hang around too much unless you can fight like them or handle it like them and not have to be really afraid or ready to go to another place or whatever. Like they are, and that's what they want. Right? You hear that? But anyway, I hope you're all prepared out there. All your priorities were top, right? Before you went on your $30,000 holidays and had your $50,000 massive weddings. A wedding can be a wedding. You can get a wedding down to $5,000, even more than that. Still get married, still be the love, all the great things there. It just doesn't have the, yoo-hoo, give me the likes kind of thing. You know what I mean? So with all that, if something goes wrong with your power off-grid, can you look after yourself for a little while? When when a kid's independent, the parent goes, can I let you go just for a minute in the backyard? Can you look after yourself for a bit? There's not going to be an accident. There's not going to be carrying on when I'm gone. What do you reckon you would do if you have a power out? And could you afford the priority where you could have lasted a day or two? But you didn't care because all you do is rely on others too much and gamble. Because that's the truth if you don't. And you've been a person that's got the money still right now and then you're going through such an issue and you're going to go on another $30,000 thing, or you could have spent half that or that just once and then not have to worry about something. 10 years, 20 years, depends on how you set things up. And not have to go, about your business money or about your movie stopping and stuff like that. And there's many ways people live near rivers. They could power their house through the river. The river could get the power going. In fact, these flooding areas could even give them more power. They might have to slow it down and have a secondary line up a little bit further. There's water, definitely there's no history and it's a possibility. You know what I mean? That's called education to the proper priorities to make sure you got it set right. They do it in business. Don't you do it in your sector there? Isn't home your castle? Or is fun your castle? Is changing your plants every week your castle? Because you can, because you're bored. Perhaps you need your house blown down because you like the change, as they talk about that they need to spend money so the insurance get from the rich people. Perhaps they like it. But then they like to play the game of trying to fuck you over because that's what they like. Isn't that fun? On the blue planet. I'm not crazy. I think it's funny. I think it's comedy. I'm speaking comedy right now. And to talk the truth, you speak comedy and you make a lot of money. That's another idiot, another comedy dude on the blue planet doesn't take it. If they accept you, it's a little bit like the noise complaint law. Right? Have you seen the clip on that? I can quickly tell you about that. Right? Here, if there's a baby in bed at certain times and certain things and you're not a business and that and this, right? You don't make them money and you're not giving them something, right, that they can do you over better. Something like that. Right? It's more likely how it goes. Bigger and smaller scales and what they call different and righteous continents. That's how it rolls. Pretty sad, eh? And when they need to, like on an election, they speak this stuff like they're going to change, make it look good. Does that remind you of perhaps your husband or your kids or something like that out there? Now, if we're the image of them, does that mean we don't get to God until we learn all these things that God did, like a parent? It's like, you're made your dad's image, right? Your dad's something, and then you find out a lot of people go, why wasn't I like my dad? Well, because you didn't get the same education, usually. You didn't get do the same thing. And even when you do, the twins have done a test on that, you still might have a slight difference. So you might be 90%, 80%. Huh? Yeah? Like your father. Huh? And if you think he's cool and you want to be him, well, you better start doing similar things. Or he's not better. Or learn it quicker. You can do those things. When someone teaches you, you get to upgrade quicker than self-learning. Pretty cool, eh? It's called connection, but in a positive way. And then there's connection in a forced way, and this way, and this way. Life comes in many different ways. Hey, Babbers. The humans here, they got powers. You know what they do? A little bit like what they put out in the universe in their movies. They'd like to control them. They'd be like, oh, look, I can control birds. Hey, look how I can control them. I could even kill them. I have that much control and domination. That's what... And then with that, what happens? They might start getting an attitude like the king out of the man, the iron mask. What do you reckon? That's not good. And then they say to others around them that they're gifted. They use propaganda of the mind, the education around them. Right? And what they want to believe or what they hope to believe, so they use that against them. You know what I mean? We know all this, and yet we still can't succeed because there's so much propaganda, like Donald Trump talks about. Too much. We've got to inject the disinfectant, apparently, even though that was not said. You see? So Donald Trump's right, isn't he there? You let me know in comments. Now, we're not all right at everything, but if he's right at that, what does that mean? It's pretty serious, in fact, isn't it? In those sectors, to be corrupted, to be sending out that when it's actually made to help us and help us connect. The founding fathers say. You know what I mean? It just turns into another control tool of marketing and business. Now, I understand that. And I know Trump's good at it. And I know that he should know that it's not all about business, but a lot of it is. And he knows more than the other dicks, so it don't matter. Just his business alone and just being a nice guy would do a lot better than a lot. And he knows that. And he's doing quite well. And he's learning. And that's what you're meant to do as a leader. Even if you're going to be a tyrant, that's how you get there. It's up to the public to see things like that, right? And allow it when they go to be so tyrantable. That's what they're doing now, tyrants all around the world. They find out, how much can I push you, my sheep flock? How educated did I accidentally get you? Did you see those cornos in the cupboard? Do you know about that yet? Kind of thing. You know what I mean? But anyway, have a good one out there, everybody. And good luck, I say.